Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Likquidcash.
What up, Prince?
You know what this is, right?
What's up, Prince? Come here.
Yeah, I know what this is, right? It's the most handsome hustler, Likquidcash. Take a whip from the shit.
What's up, Prince? You good?
Do it all on my own. I ain't never need a bitch.
I know you want a treat.
She in love with the sniff. I'm in love with the bricks. Like I'm short like a dick.
Make it bust like a rhyme. Only hit it one time.
Play that bitch
Like the lotto.
M.O.B.
It's the motto.
In a black Eldorado. Pimpin' hoes in Chicago.
Now I'm back in Miami. Selling pussy like candy.
Hope the Lord can forgive me.
About to donate a kidney.
This the life of a hustler.
I don't know ya, I don't trust ya.
I'm the ball shooter, but money talk, shit the fuck up. Young cocky and stuck up.
Pass the keys, put the truck up.
Young cocky and stuck up.
Ah.
Young cocky and stuck up. Young cocky and stuck up. Here's the keys, put the truck up.
Young cocky and stuck up.
Young cocky and stuck up.
Young cocky and stuck up. Here's the keys, pull the truck up.
Only cover my wrist.
That's fact.
Forgiato my whip.
That's a fact.
Designer all of my bitch. She spend money like it ain't shit.
That's a fact.
Twice like it ain't fit.
That's a fact.
Twice like it ain't hit.
That's a fact.
Think bigger than bitch.
That's a fact.
Money tall as your kid.
Let's go. What up, Prince? I ain't buying what y'all niggas selling. Ah. Here's the keys, pull the truck up. Here's the keys, pull the truck up. Cheers, what it is and what it ain't, man. Y'all know what type of vibe it is once you hear a song like that, man. It's gonna be one of those episodes, man. You dig? Young, cocky, and stuck up. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all know I'm coming. We ain't playing no games. We fly in a Pelican. Of course, I got on that green. That green, if it ain't green, it ain't clean. You dig? And I got my number one host with me, man, Prince. And of course, I'm drinking tea, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. You feel me? Y'all know the vibes. Listen, man. Prince, what's up, man? You chilling? You cooling? You booling? Yeah, he relaxed, man. Y'all know how he go, man. He don't really like the camera that much. But we're going to do what we do and we do what we does, man. It's the Create a Steady Hustle show with yours truly, Likquidcash. I need it all out the stash, a.k.a. Money Making Mitch. Hide ya, bitch. Y'all know the vibe, man. We're going to do it live and direct. We ain't cutting no corners. This episode is going to be raw, and it's going to be real, and it's going to be from the heart. It's going to be straightforward. I want you to get your pen and your notepads right now. Listen, man, write some of this shit down, man, because it's going to be some fly, exclusive shit that you may not know. Some of the things you may know. Some of the shit you may know, but you might have forgotten it. But it's all good. We're going to get you right. We're going to get your mind right. Don't worry about it. Let me drink my tea for a second, man. Y'all just cool out, all right? We ain't rushing right now. Y'all hurry up and wait. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know I'm coming. As y'all can see, I got a different Versace tea glass right now. I had to switch it up, man. I had to match my fly. You feel me? Not that the other one didn't match my fly. It did match me as well. But this one, I just wanted to switch things up a little bit, man. That's about it, man. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to switch things up. You feel me? You feel me? First things first, I gotta let y'all know. I got on some, I think this is the Calabasas sweater. I forgot, I don't even know the brand, but I know it was some fly shit, you know, cost a nice pretty penny. I love the green. I didn't buy it because of the name. I bought it because of the color, the green, and the vibe, and the feng shui, you dig, and the energy that it gave me once I put it on. I just like the way it looked, and it complements my skin tone, you dig? And of course, it's cream and green. And the green is for the money, like my nigga Bishop Don Juan say. You feel me? And of course, I got on some green and cream Pradas to match. You feel me? The jeans, I forgot where I got it from, man, but it's some cargo jeans. It's fly as well. You know, I just buy stuff sometime and I mix, match designers, you know, when I put it together, You feel me? But yeah, the Pradas, you can't go wrong with the Pradas. The color green matches the color on the shirt, on the sweater. It's perfect, man. Got my jade beads. You feel me? Cash is king piece. Came light today. I wasn't trying to do nothing crazy, man. I want to be light today. You feel me? Let y'all know what it is. This Cash is king, and that's what it is, man. You feel me? Of course, everybody always asks me what frames are these. This is Bottega Veneta. I hope I pronounced it right. But these frames are custom. The lens are custom, so you might not be able to find these. You feel me? I know you won't be able to find them, so everybody's asking. The lens are custom. You feel me? So you got to kind of put your own little taste on your swag so nobody can copy your drip. That's just how I do it. I want to let y'all know what's coming up in the near future. I got to give y'all this announcement. My new book is on the way. I need y'all to really tap in, lock in, listen, put this in your mind. I want you to put this in your mind and get it tattooed on you or write it down somewhere, put it on your refrigerator. My new book is on the way, man. Tips on relationships. You dig? The naked truth about a beautiful lie. That's the title I'm running with. That's what it is. I might do a Nipsey Hussle, man, and sell this book for $100. I don't even know, man. I don't know. My last book, The Power of Thought, if you haven't got it, you need to go get it. When that dropped, I sold that for $50, man. So I might do one even better and just do a Nipsey Hussle and sell it for $100, man. Because that's how I feel. You know, the information is so important. I feel like the information is needed, and I think it's going to be very helpful. That's the most important. The information is going to be very helpful for the people out there that needs this type of information. You dig? And it's going to be unisex. I'm going to talk about the males and the females. I'm going to give both of y'all some advice because I think everybody needs it. I'm not going to just target one audience. I'm going to target both audience to let y'all know, listen, man, it's not a divide and conquer thing. We coming together and we unifying. And I'm just going to put some paint where they give my advice from my perspective, and hopefully you find value in it. If it applies, you apply it in your life. If it don't apply, you let it fly. Simple like that. You know, it's simple. It's easy. You know what I mean? No harm, no foul. I'm not going to be offended if you don't find anything important or anything helpful in the book, which I highly doubt. Trust me, I've been helping you thus far. I've been giving you so much game thus far. So, of course, y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm bringing it up, man. Anyway, let me get relaxed. Let me get all the way relaxed so y'all can understand this is about to be a quick, short, easy episode. I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I'm going to get right into it because I really need y'all to get this information, and I like my information in a hurry. Sometimes I don't like to watch long hour videos just to get the jewels, but sometimes I do because the conversation be so good and I just want to have more and more and I want to hear more and more. So sometimes I do, but this one's going to be short and sweet. So sit back, relax. I got a story to tell. You dig? I was having a conversation with one of my young boys the other day, you feel me? And we was just chopping it up on the phone, and we was talking about his relationship. It was going south. Wasn't really going too well, you feel me? So they ended up breaking up for whatever reason. They've been together for damn near about 5 years, right? And the relationship started to turn left, and things wasn't working out. And of course, she was making his life a living hell because, you know, a lot of times when the relationship ain't working out and the woman feel like she got the short end of the stick, she's going to turn your life into a living hell if she's possessed with that negative energy. You feel me? And most of the time they are when the situation don't pan out in their favor. So he was going through it, met another female along the way. Of course, he's breaking up with his female and they not together no more. So he met someone else. And she came with the right vibe at the right time. She was nice, beautiful. You know, I think she was Dominican. I'm not sure. Might have been Puerto Rican. Showed me a picture. She was looking good. Nice and thick, fat ass, long hair, pretty eyes. Just the type he liked. You feel me? So anyway, and I know this dude for a long time. This is my young boy. I grew him up. You feel me? From a young pup. So now he a big dog. And he doing his thing and he's going through life. And he's learning along the way. And I'm trying to give him some pointers and tips as he evolve and move through life. But you know, some of these young cats are hard-headed, so they do what they do when they do what they does. And I don't knock them because even players fuck up too, you dig? So anyway, this new joint took him out, you feel me, because it was his birthday. She rolled out the red carpet, got him a plane ticket to Cabo, got him a hotel at a 6-star hotel. Wasn't even a 5-star. Got him a 6-star hotel. They set it up real nice. They had a cake inside of the room. They had rose petals laid out for when he walk inside of his room. He's just see nothing but balloons and rose petal. She had it all decked out, laid out. I was surprised because, you know, normally women don't really do this type of thing unless you're in a long-term relationship with them. You feel me? But this was a new little fling. This was a little, you know, not a sneaky link, but a sneaky link because it wasn't a real relationship. It was just vibing. You feel me? So anyway, yeah, she laid it out for him. They had a wonderful time. They spent about 3 days out there in Cabo just vibing, and he got to take his mind off of the situation that he was dealing with prior back in his hometown, you feel me? So he was telling me about the trip, and he was just saying what they did, and he was telling me, man, he knocked it down for breakfast in bed. He knocked it down in the morning. He knocked it down at night. Then he woke up the next morning and knocked it down again. And I was like, damn, nigga, you knocked it down that much? In 24 hours, you hit it 3 times? He's like, yeah, man, I was doing my big one. I was like, man, listen, man, that's the first mistake right there. That's your first mistake right there. You knocking them down and you really applying pressure on them as soon as you meet them. You dig? You got to put them on dick probation for at least 90 days. You can't just be knocking them down 3 times in 24 hours. Nah, you doing too much. He was like, what you mean? What you mean? Ain't that's what you're supposed to do? I'm trying to, you know what I mean, make a good impression. I'm really trying to make her really fuck with me and make her really like me. I say, man, you're leading wrong, man. You're leading with your dick. Anytime you leading with the sexual energy and sexual pleasures, man, you leading wrong. Because you dig? You spoiling her. You giving her a little bit too much. If you give her it all now, what are you going to hold? What are you going to have for later? You feel me? I was just really trying to put some, you know, paint where it ain't, give her some game. You can't give her too much too soon. You gotta put them on dick probation. You gotta knock it down one time, and that one time gotta be so right, she ready to catch a flight to wherever you at any day and any night. She ready to catch a flight to wherever you at because you done put your big one, but you only did it once. You ain't really, you know what I mean? You gotta give her something to yearn for. You can't give her too much too soon. So if you eating pussy and breaking bread, come on, man. You doing way too much too soon. Yeah, I know she flew you out to Cabo. Yeah, I know she had the rose petal laid out, but you a fly young nigga. That's what she supposed to do. She know what she working with. She know what you dealing with. She know what she doing. She running her game. But you got to be running your game at the same time. And you can't give her more than she deserve too soon. So if you do that in the beginning, which you ain't going to be able to keep up, that's where you're going to go left. You feel me? You creating a monster. If you dicking them down too much in the beginning of the relationship, she's going to expect you to be doing that later on in the relationship. 2 years within the relationship, she's going to still expect you to be fucking her like a jackrabbit. Yeah, you can't just stop all of a sudden. Because if you do, she's going to start to feel some type of way. She's going to start to think in her mind, hold up. When we first met, you was knocking me down 3 times in a day. Now, all of a sudden, 2 years down the line, you dig? You knocking it down once every 2 weeks. You knocking it down once every month. You knocking it down once every week. You dig? She gonna notice the difference. And in her mind, she gonna think 2 things. You either sleeping with somebody else or you not attracted to her no more. And you don't never want that to be in the side of a woman's mind. You feel me? Because now you messing with her insecurities. You bringing up her old traumas. Now you pulling the cord of her insecurities, you dig? And once that start to happen, you create a monster. You feel me? Yeah, you create a monster. Because now she's peeking around the corner, seeing what you doing, where you at. She's looking in your phone. She's trying to figure out your password because you not giving her that sexual energy that you was doing in the beginning. See, how you start is how you got to finish. You got to keep that in mind. Y'all guys don't understand when y'all meet these women and y'all eating pussy and breaking bread and y'all fucking morning, noon, and night. Listen, man, you setting up yourself for failure because you're going to have to keep that up. And I know a lot of y'all can't keep that up. That's why a lot of you young cats right now is popping Viagra's. Y'all doing all kind of things. Matter of fact, y'all need to go get that Pink Horsepower by Cameron. Yeah, he got that shit, man. Go get that Pink Horsepower, you dig? That's going to get you right. But that's on another note, man. Got to shout him out for what he's doing because he's transitioning and making, you know what I mean, real business adventures, and he's doing real shit. So we gotta shout out the real ones out there that's really doing their thing. So shout out to Cameron for the pink horsepower. But yeah, a lot of you young kids, man, are popping these pills before your time. How you 24 years old and you have to pop a Viagra pill to get hard, or you gotta pop a perk to get your shit right? Come on, man. That's because y'all fucking yourself out of y'all goddamn mind. You dig? You gotta preserve and reserve yourself for, you know what I mean? Later, you can't give her too much too soon. So anyway, let me get back on track with the story, you dig?
All my life I heard the expressions, you gotta fake it to make it. But I never really subscribed to that concept, because I believe you gotta think it to make it. See, whatever the mind of man can conceive and bring itself to believe, he can achieve. Change your mind and you can change your life.
Take a whiff, I'm the black Richie Rich. Do it all on my own. I ain't never need a cause it's all in the wrist. She in love with the sniff. I'm in love with the bricks. Like I'm short, like I'm thick. Make a bust like the rhyme. Only hit it one time.
So yeah, I'm just giving them some game, letting them know, yeah, man, you gotta put on dick probation for at least 90 days. You gotta pull back. You can't do too much. You gotta be easy. You gotta be relaxed with it, you dig? You can't make her think you a horny guy that's just thinking about sex all day and night. You're knocking it down when she wake up. You're knocking it down before she go to bed. You're knocking it down before she go to work. You're doing too much. You gotta relax, pump your brakes. I know you're horny and you're young, you're trying to really do your thing, and you wanna make a good impression, but you gotta pump your brakes, all right? So I was just giving them the game and letting them know you creating a monster. You're gonna make her feel insecure later on down the line. 5 years within the relationship, you're not gonna be doing the same things, and she gonna start to change. She gonna start be looking for things that she need to look for, just because 9 out of 10 times, anybody would think the same thing. If you start one way and you start to switch it up, anybody's gonna start to think there's something more or something else going on. So I was telling him that was the issue in your last relationship, I'm assuming, because she was insecure. She felt like you was cheating. She never caught you, you dig? Even though you might have cheated. I don't know. I'm not going to put you on blast. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. But the point is, if you was knocking it down in the beginning and really, you know what I mean, beating the brakes off that pussy, and then all of a sudden, you're not knocking it down no more, I could understand why she's flipping out and she's tripping out on you and she's feeling some type of way, because now she feels insecure because she feeling like you don't like her no more. Like the love is gone, the feeling is gone. And you know, women, they value comes with, you know, that sexual energy. They feel like, you know, that's my value. They lead with that because all men want that, you dig? So I can understand why she felt some type of way. She started to bug out. And he was telling me, man, yeah, but she got to understand, man, listen, man, things going to change in the relationship. And I say, yeah, things going to change in the relationship, but you got to understand this, man. You got to be able to direct the relationship on the course that you want it to go in. You can't let her steer the ship. You got to be the captain of the ship at all times. At all times, you got to be the captain of the ship. And a lot of times, these guys don't know how to steer the relationship in the direction where it need to be, because they always leading with their little head instead of their big head. You feel me? And a lot of the shit I'm saying, right, that I'm going to say in this particular episode, some women are going to get mad, some going to get upset, some going to be annoyed. But in all you getting, I want you to get some understanding. You dig? Because I'm going to say some things that might offend some people. I'm going to say some things that might ignite a spark in your mind to really be like, fuck that nigga. But I want you to really understand what I'm trying to convey, man. You feel me? So listen, let me get back on track. I was telling my young boy, you got to be a thinker when you're dealing with women, man. You can't just do things based on your emotion and how you feel. You got to be calculated about everything. You feel me? Even sex. You know, you got to be calculated about the amount of times you take out a week, the amount of times you take out a month. You got to be calculated. You dig? You can't just be winging it. It's not just, oh, I'm going to do it just because it's a holiday or it's an anniversary. No, you got to be calculated about everything, because how you start is how you got to finish. So I want y'all to understand that. You feel me? And I was trying to just school them, give them some game. Because a lot of young dudes out there don't really have the game and know how to deal with these women, and they start to act like they start to act like the chick is bugging or she's acting a certain way for no reason. But there's a reason for everything. You just gotta peel back the layers and see where you went wrong. And when you peel back that layer, you're gonna notice where you went wrong and you realize, oh, it was me from the beginning. Yeah, it was you from the beginning because you was not able to keep up what you started. You gotta be able to keep up what you started. It's important. I gotta take my glasses off for this one, man. You got to be able to keep up what you started. It's important. I want y'all to understand that. Don't start something you can't finish. Don't start taking out on 5-star dates. Don't start knocking it down, fucking her like a jackrabbit, and you not doing that 5 years down the line in the relationship. How you start is how you gotta finish. It's important for y'all to understand that. You dig? Anyway, because a lot of y'all create these monsters. Y'all creating a monster and don't even know it. You dig? Y'all create these monsters. These women are acting this particular way because y'all dudes are creating these monsters, man. Then y'all complain about the monster. Don't create a monster and then complain about the monster. You dig? She's just gonna react to how you're acting. Keep that in mind, all right? I gotta say that again because y'all be listening too slow. Cheers, what it is and what it ain't. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. I need it all out the stash, AKA, but it ain't about that right now, man. It's about the Cash Academy, Personal Development Transformation Academy, where you can be, do, and have anything and everything you want out of life, how to make your dreams come true, how to manifest your reality, but most importantly, how to raise your DNA vibration. Y'all been asking me about my hair routine, my skin routine, my morning routine. Y'all been asking me all type of questions in my DM, but I've been hearing and I got the answers. Listen, the Cash Academy is the place where you need to sign up right now so you can have all the answers to the questions that you may have. You dig? Sign up right now. Join the Cash Academy with yours truly, Liquid Cash. Cheers. She's only going to react to how you're acting. So pay attention to that. You feel me? So like I was saying, man, I was schooling my young boy and some other things as well because I told him when you young, you fly, you got that shit on, you got your money right, or you moving with a certain type of energy, you gotta choose wisely. You feel me? You can't let the woman choose you. You gotta choose her. You dig? Sometimes y'all pick up strays from off the streets and just deal with anything just because they got a cute face and a big ass. But she's a stray dog. She don't got nothing going on. And you know, we all been there. Even me when I was young, man. I would deal with women that wasn't even worth dealing with. You know, my taste wasn't up to par. I had to grow and evolve. You dig? You know how it is, man. Sometimes you like this when you're young, but then when you get older, you realize that was nothing. What was I doing with that? Why would I even mess with that? Don't look at me like I'm the only one. We all had bad taste when we was young. You feel me? We had horrible taste in the opposite sex when we was young, man. You dig? When I think about it, some of the chicks that I was dealing with back in the days, man, I was like, man, why did I mess with her? God damn. Thank God I strapped up and didn't have a baby by this chick, man. God damn, she really not my vibe. She really wasn't my flavor. But it was fun at the time. So I say that to say this. You young dudes got to choose wisely, man. When you picking a female, it's almost like picking a car, man. You dig? A lot of times you go to a car lot, right? You see that brand new car. You can't really afford it. You dig? But, you know, you like the way it looks. It's brand new. It ain't got no miles on it. That's the one you really want. You dig? It might have a little scratch on it, you feel me? And he might give you a little discount based on that scratch, you dig? It ain't nothing, you can fix that. But then you see a used car over there that's nice too. It's just as nice on the outside exterior, but inside, shit, we don't know what's going on. It might be a lemon, you dig? But you like the outside exterior, plus it's in your price range. It's in your price range. So what happens? You go with the used car that look good on the outside. You feel me? You don't know if it's a lemon or if the transmission is slipping. You don't know if it needs an oil change or new brakes. You don't know nothing. But you know one thing, that it looks good on the outside. That new car is out of your price range. It's out of your price range. It got a little scratch on the side. You can fix that, but it's out of your price range. Now you could be patient. Wait, get your money up. And then go buy the new car that has little to no mileage. You can fix the little scratch on the side and you can ride off the lot looking fly and clean. You know what I mean? But what you do, because you in a rush. What you do? You fuck around and you go get the car. They got a lot of mileage, look good on the outside, but might be a lemon. And it's the same thing when it comes to these women, man. You gotta choose wisely, man. You dig? A lot of y'all be picking up these joints that look good on the outside, but they lemons. They floating through life. You feel me? They need the oil change. They need new brakes. They need new transmissions. Man, they all fucked up out here, you dig? The body look right on the outside. She got her lips done. She got her ass done. She got her titties done. She looking right on the outside, but on the inside, she ain't got nothing going on, man. She about to break down any minute. You feel me? She can't take you to A to B. And that's what's happening out there, you dig? A lot of y'all dealing with these women that can't take you to A to B, man. For me, if she can read and write, she could do something. I don't care if she don't have no other skills, but if she can read and write, oh, we gonna put that to work. We gonna put that to use. That's just how I do it. I choose wisely. So that's my tip for you young boys out here, man. When you looking for a female, don't get fooled by the outside exterior. Make sure that the inside is right. You feel me? Make sure she got the right mindset. Because a lot of times we waste time with women and people that really can't do much for us. And all we doing is getting sexual pleasures from the relationship. Ain't nothing else. And that goes for women too, man. You gotta pick men that can actually be an asset, not a liability, right? Don't look at the outside exterior thinking that he got it going on because he got a nice chain on, he got nice clothes on, you know what I mean? He smell good. But when you go to his crib, you realize, oh man, this nigga really living like a savage, you dig? Most of these niggas really do live like savage. They don't got no furnitures in the house. You dig? And if they do got furnitures, they got the bare minimum. They got a chair, they got a table, they got one fork, one spoon, one plate, because ain't nobody coming over. They feel like, shit, I don't need to have more than one plate. I don't need to have more than one cup. That's how they living, you dig? They towels ain't right. They towel look like they got it from Walmart instead of getting it from Target. Yeah, the towels are different when you get it from Target. You feel me? You know them Walmart towels, man, as soon as you wash them and put them in the dryer, it's a wrap. That Target towel, you can have it for a little longer. That shit stay fluffy for a little while if you dry that shit on, you know what I mean? Delicate, you dig? But that's another story. So my point is, like I'm saying again, man, just like you got to pick your woman like you picking a car, man. You want your car with low mileage and you want it to look real nice on the outside, the body looking right. You dig? You don't want that car that look right on the outside, but it got 100,000 miles on it. You dig? You know the transmission about to go slipping any minute. So pay attention to that, man. A lot of these women transmission slipping, like I told you, man. You dig? They need an oil change, man. Yeah, they can't take no more gas, man. They burning gas like it's water. You dig? So you got to be definitely mindful of that. Anyway, I'm going on a tantrum. It's tea and conversation with yours truly. You feel me? What up, Prince? You good? We vibing? Prince vibing, man. You good? You chilling? You hate the camera, huh? I know you hate the camera, man. You good, though. I ain't putting you on camera, man. You relax. I don't need you to say nothing. I got this shit covered, man. I don't need you to say nothing, man. Yeah, we don't need you to say a goddamn thing. Shit. Anyway. Also, I want to let you guys know, man. When I say this next statement, some women might get offended. A lot of women might get upset. But like I said before, and all you get understanding. Now listen, guys, check this out. Never let a woman get in a position of power. Never. And I know some of y'all are looking at me crazy right now because that's a bold ass statement. Never let a woman get in a position of power. Let me explain. If you move in a woman's house, she's in a position of power. If she makes more money than you, she's in a position of power. See, if a woman makes more money than you, it's best that you never let her know that. You keep it on the low. You don't gotta lie to her. You just omit certain information. She don't need to know how much money you making. You dig? Certain things you shouldn't tell women because if you put them in the position of power, they will abuse that power. All the wealthy men out there that you see, from Jeff Bezos to Tiger Woods to Michael Jordan, the only time these women get in a position of power or their wife get in a position of power is when the wife is actually divorcing them and they're paying the wife alimony and divorce money because they want to just be left alone. That's the only time these women get in a position of power, is when they're going through a divorce and they got to pay up $44 billion or $44 million to the wife. But before that, the wife is not in a position of power. That's why they could do whatever they want, when they want, and how they want. See, when you put a woman in a position of power, 9 out of 10 times she's going to abuse that power. She's going to use it against you, especially when she gets upset. She's going to tell your broke ass to get up out of the house. She's going to tell your broke ass you can't watch what you want to watch on her TV because she paid for that. You dig? So anytime a woman knows your pockets and she knows what you're coming with and she's in a position of power, she will take advantage of that and she will treat you like you need to be treated, like a little boy. You dig? You got to always stay in a position of power, always be elevating, always reaching for higher heights, never getting comfortable, always going out there looking for better jobs, always going out there hustling, trying to get more money, always staying in the gym, staying fit, staying educated because you're reading constantly. You want to always be in a position of power. Never be one of those comfortable niggas who just comfortable with life and just doing the bare minimum, because once a woman sees that you're no longer an asset and you're just a liability and she's bringing more to the table than you, she will use that against you and she will definitely let you know that you ain't shit. You dig? You always got to treat her like the boss treats you at the job. You got to give her enough to maintain, but not enough to make a change. You dig? I'm going to say that again. It's cold-blooded, but it's real. You got to treat her like the boss at your job treats you. You got to give her enough to maintain, but not enough to make a change. Because if you give a woman too much, I guarantee you, it's going to go to her head. Just like anybody once they get the position of power. Even dudes, when they get the position of power, they act all high and mighty. Just like the police, they in a position of power. That's why they overreact. Anytime they got a traffic stop, it could be simple as a traffic stop. They got to overreact and do something extra. Even the dudes that's security guards, they getting paid pennies on a dollar. But for some reason, when they in the front of the club and they got a, you know what I mean? They got a group of people in the front of the club trying to get in. They want to act like they in the position of power to do something. When they're in the position of power, they act like they own a club. So I'm not just saying this based on the fact that only women do this. No, men do this as well. When they get in a position of power, they act brand new. But I'm giving you the game for the guys out there, letting y'all know. Never let your woman get one up on you. Never let your woman get in a position of power. Always be trying to elevate yourself to the next level, to the next chapter in your life. Always be trying to outdo yourself. If you get comfortable and she see that you're not doing the things that you should be doing to always be striving to be a better version of yourself, trust me, the tables will turn. She will be the one making the most money. She will be the one really running the relationship. She'll be in a position of power. And when it's time for her to really tell your ass about yourself, she gonna hit below the belt and she gonna make you feel like you're less of a man. Why? Because you're performing like you're less of a man. You're not performing at your highest capability. So you always gotta be in a position of power. Never be comfortable with your woman making more money than you. Nah, you dig? Even if she's bringing money to the table and y'all doing it 50-50, right? Because, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. However you want to set up your situation, you still got to be out there grinding and be bringing more to the table. You dig? Never make her feel like she's putting more on the table. Let her know that you can do without her. Let her know that you can stand on your own. Let her know that you don't need her to pay half the bills. If she's here or not, the bills are going to get paid. So damn if you do, or damn if you don't. It don't matter. If you want to go 50-50, that's cool. If you want me to go 100%, shit, you're going to have to give 100% on the other end too. We're not going to let you just have a free ride. You feel me? So, but it's however you want to set up your situation. It don't even matter. However you want to set up your situation. You dig? Everybody got that thing in their mind like, oh, a woman shouldn't go 50-50 or it's wrong for, you know, a man to go 100% or whatever. You dig? They got all type of different arguments out there, man. Listen, man, however you want to run your ship, you the captain of your ship, you can do it however you want to do it, man. If you want to go 50-50 and the girl accepts that, that's cool. If you want to just pay 100% of the bill and she's cool with that, that's fine. You the captain of your ship. There's no right or wrong way of having a positive relationship, man. There's no right or wrong way of doing this shit, man. Everybody is winging it. Nobody really knows how to really have a successful relationship, man. This shit go up and down. Some days hot, some days cold. Some days good, some days bad. But you know what? You got to be able to persevere through all of that. No two people are going to stay the same forever. Shit's going to change. She's going to change, you're going to change, but how you react to that change is really going to make it different. So I really want to say that, man. I want y'all to get this takeaway from this, man. On my young cats, I want y'all to understand this. If you don't remember nothing else, you remember this, man. Number one, how you start is how you got to finish. Number two, always be in the position of power. Number three, listen, man, she's going to change, you're going to change, things are going to change. But how you react to that change is really going to determine if y'all going to stand the test of time and the relationship is going to last through the changes that y'all go through. No two people are going to stay the same. No relationship is going to stay the same. You dig? And for some reason, women expect men to stay the same, but we not. We're going to change. We're going to evolve. We're going to like different things at different times of our lives. And guess what, guys? She is definitely going to change. She change every day. Every 2 seconds, every 2 hours, she's changing. She's going through the emotional change, you dig? So sometimes she's hot, sometimes she's cold. Sometimes she's with you, sometimes she's not. Sometimes you think she like you, sometimes you think she hates you. She's going through changes 24/7 throughout the day, you dig? You have to respond to those changes in a positive way. Gotta be aware of this, you dig? Having a relationship, you gotta be a scientist sometimes to really make this shit work. You gotta be a scientist, meaning you gotta really be calculated. You gotta be playing chess, not checkers. That's why a lot of times you guys get the short end of the stick in these relationships, because y'all come giving too much in the beginning and y'all can't keep it up. And now she wants you to maintain that same type of energy, but you can't, because of course things change. Business change, the money ain't coming in the same. You change, you going through the process of just dealing with the money not flowing like you're used to the money flowing. She don't understand that, because why? She not thinking like how you thinking. She's thinking emotionally, you thinking logical, so you're not on the same page. And that's gonna happen, you dig? But you gotta get her to understand what's really transpiring, and she has to have patience with you through that whole transition. And things might get back up, you know what I mean, on a high horse. You feel me? But also, I wanna say this, man. Ladies out there that's have that mentality where, you know, they're choosing to be single because they're waiting for the right man. They're waiting for the right one. Understand this, man. If you keep on waiting for that knight in shining armor, you gotta remember, you gotta pick up after his horse. I'm gonna say that again because I know y'all ain't caught that one. For the women out there that's choosing to be single because they're waiting for that right one, if you keep on waiting for your knight in shining armor, you gotta remember this one thing. You gotta pick up after his horse. You dig? So don't think there's a perfect man out there for you. There might be somebody that's perfect at that particular time. You dig? But there's no one perfect man. Anybody you meet is not gonna be a perfect fit. They might be the perfect fit for that particular time in your life, because where you're at mentally, you're ready for that kind of guy. And he's ready for that type of woman. He's ready for you at that particular time. But things change. You evolve, he evolve, y'all go through changes. You dig? And you might not be a perfect fit 5 years down the line. But you gotta find a way to make that shit fit again. You feel me? You gotta find a way to re-spark that flame. For example, everybody knocked Will Smith and Jada Pinkett relationship, but one thing for sure, two things for certain, regardless, they're able to maintain their family structure through all the adversities, through all the scrutiny and all the things that they go through in the media. They're maintaining their family structure. Of course, their kids are a little crazy. They doing all kind of things out there. We don't know if this one, it's a lot going on, you dig? But they're maintaining, you feel me? They're going through the process. Obviously, one thing for sure, two things for certain, we notice that they love each other and they fighting through it and they going through it and they staying together regardless. Of course, sometimes one of them might play with somebody else, because that's happens in life, right? Somebody cheats, but you get over it and you move forward. You dig? If you think you're gonna go through your whole life, meet that one guy that never cheats on you, then you might be single forever, because it's a possibility that he will. But you're gonna break up your family structure. You're gonna break up everything y'all built just because this man cheated on you one time or twice or three times. You gotta think about, what are you losing if you break up with this man that you quote unquote love? You did? You're gonna go through these changes. You're gonna go through these experiences in a relationship. And when I was younger, I had the mentality of if a woman cheat on me, man, I'm leaving her. That was just my mentality, you dig? If you cheat, I'm leaving. Until I got older and I realized, man, she's human. She's gonna do some things that I might not agree with. And if she cheats, depending on the feeling I have for her, depending on the circumstances, depending on the relationship, I might be able to forgive that. You dig? And if you do it twice, then maybe not. But that first time, I might let it slide because we're humans. You dig? That second time, I'm not letting it slide. But the point I'm trying to make in this whole thing is this, man. You got to know how to deal with the changes of a relationship. It's not going to be smooth sailing throughout the whole relationship. You dig? It's not. You're going to have a rocky road, man. And a lot of times, us men, we create the monster. You feel me? She ain't bugging out for no reason. She not tripping out for no reason. She's not acting insecure for no reason. She's not going through your phone for no reason. She's not looking over your phone while you texting for no reason. She's not questioning you, where you at, what you doing for no reason. You just got to be man enough to understand that you might have gave her a reason. Just like I was explaining to y'all earlier, my homeboy was knocking his joints down morning, noon, and night. 2 years down the line in the relationship, he ain't performing like he used to. So now she's assuming it's more than what it is. And he might not be doing what she's assuming, but the seed is already planted. He already pulled on that emotional, insecure string of hers. And now they going through the motions, the up and downs, the fighting, the arguments over nothing. But that's part of the relationship. Not because she want to be like that, and not because you wanted to act like that. It's because you created that, because you didn't understand what you was doing by the way you was coming in the relationship. See, I want to say something, but I want to say it in the correct way, because I want y'all to really hear me out on this one, right? See, for me, right? Sometimes, right, when a female hit me up that I'm dating and she might want to see me, even if I'm free, sometimes I say I'm busy because I don't want to seem too accessible. You dig? If I saw you on Monday, you can't hit me up on Tuesday talking about you miss me and want to see me again. I'm not going to make myself too accessible. Sometimes you guys get in relationships or get in situationships and you see the chick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. She sees your whole routine, sees everything you do within that first week of y'all getting together. You dig? Sometimes you got to make yourself seem busy when you're not busy. You can't make yourself too accessible. You become too common. You dig? And anytime you become common to her, she's not going to be impressed no more by your presence. Your presence is no longer going to be a blessing. So yeah, a lot of times I don't see the women that I'm dating or anybody that I'm dating frequently because I need that space. You dig? Because we need that time apart. Because that time apart makes the heart grows fonder. So when I do see her, I appreciate her presence. I'm attentive to what she's saying. We enjoying each other's time. We having a great time because we haven't seen each other in some time. You dig? But if I'm seeing you all day, every day, if I'm seeing you morning, noon, or night, come on, man. It becomes too common to me. Now I'm kind of like not impressed no more. I'm not as enthusiastic about seeing you because I see you all the time. You dig? I can't really genuinely miss you because I just saw you Monday and I saw you Tuesday and I saw you Wednesday. I don't know how women be trying to send these text messages talking about I miss you, but it's like, how you miss me? You just saw me 2 days ago. Like, I don't understand that. So, I don't miss people that fast. I need time apart. You dig? So, guys, listen, free game, man. Stop making yourself too accessible. Even when you ain't got shit to do, you could be bored as a motherfucker. Let her know you're busy. Tell her you doing something constructive and productive. Even if you ain't doing nothing at all and you bored as shit. Don't make yourself too accessible. She is going to take advantage of your presence and not appreciate it as a blessing when you do come around later on. You dig? So I need y'all to understand that. Your presence is a blessing. She should be enthusiastic. She should be happy anytime she see you. But she's not going to be too enthusiastic about seeing you if she sees you every goddamn day. You dig? You made your presence too accessible. And don't be texting all goddamn day too, man. Don't be texting so much. Don't be calling on the phone so much. Get active. Get busy. Get productive. You dig? You got too much free time. You got too much time on your hand. If you texting her all throughout the day and you talking to her all throughout the day, when do you got time to really be productive? When you got time to really work on your goals and your arts and your crafts? You dig? She's looking at that. She's appreciating it because she gets your energy. And she know that you ain't in the space or in the face of another female because she's seeing you 24/7. But on the flip side of that, she's taking away from you being productive. She's not really helping you. She's hurting you. And you letting her hurt you because you just want to get some pussy. You happy because she's in your presence. You get to, break bread and eat pussy all day. You dig? Come on, man. Y'all niggas got to understand, man. Your time is one of the most valuable commodities in the world. And you give it away like it's nothing. She has to value your presence, man. Your presence is a blessing. Hers is too. So you got to let her know, hey, man, do something with yourself. Don't be out here in life just floating around. A lot of women are just floating around, man. You feel me? I was talking to a female not too long ago, man. She was like, I asked her, like, so what you got going on? You got any, what you got going on, man? You got some projects you working on? You got things you doing? What's popping with you, man? She was like, I've just been traveling. I just been, trying out new restaurants and looking at new things in different cities. And I'm just traveling around the world. And in my mind, I'm like, you traveling around the world? Who's paying for this shit? I mean, we know who's paying for it, but it lets me know that you floating through life. If you 30 years old and you just traveling the world, you don't got a job, you really floating through life. Your life is in shambles. You don't even know it yet. Just because somebody's fronting the bill right now, he's in a position of power and he's footing the bill. You don't understand that as soon as he cut you off from really, footing that bill, your life is going to be in shambles. You're going to realize, shit, you ain't no spring chicken no more. You did? You got some age on you and you floating through life and don't got no money saved up because you've been traveling. You've been wine tasting. You've been eating new food in new places, wasting time instead of being on your grind and trying to get it. So anyway, man, I want y'all to take away some things from this particular video, man. I ain't gonna really, beat y'all in the head all damn day with this information, man. But I definitely said a lot of news y'all can use. And I want y'all to understand, man. Yeah, man, that new book is gonna be fire, man. Tips on relationships, the naked truth about a beautiful lie. And I'm gonna give y'all the game raw and uncut, man. Because I think y'all need it, you dig? Yeah, man, I think y'all need it. I hope y'all really enjoy it. It's gonna be dope. It's coming out soon, man. I don't put no date on it. I'm a boss. I put it out when I feel like. I put it out when I'm ready. Y'all just wait for it. And when it do come out, y'all support that because it's going to be definitely informative. You dig? My young niggas understand this, man. The takeaway that I need y'all to remember is this, man. Like I said again, man. How you start is how you going to finish. I gotta repeat it because I wanted to stick in your head. You dig? And number 2, always be in a position of power. You got to stay in a position of power. Number 3, listen, man, things gonna change. She's gonna change. You're gonna change. How you react and respond to that change is what's important. You dig? And always be leveling up. Never get too comfortable. Stay leveling up. Don't let her get one up on you. Be very calculated in your decision making when you're doing things with your lady. Be calculated. Don't be winging it. Be calculated about the women that you let in your life. You feel me? If she can read and write, shit, we can put her to work. Yeah, put her to work, man. She got to do something. She has to be an asset. She got to be helping you to evolve. A woman is a helpmate. Sometimes y'all let these women be around just to give y'all some pussy, and that's about it. That's all they got to do. Scramble you some eggs, make you a little bacon here and there, and that's it. That's all they bring to the table. You know what I mean? That's all y'all look for. That's all y'all want. Pussy and food. That's why y'all broke. Come on, man. You got to bring more to the table than that. And don't get me started. I was just like you. That's why I can give you the game. I was just like you, man. That's all I wanted, too. Pussy and food. I'm knocking them down morning, noon, or night. I was doing the same dumb shit y'all doing. Don't think I'm no better than y'all. I just educated myself and got a bit more sharper, got a little bit more wiser, because experience is the best teacher. I went through it, so you don't got to go through it. You dig? Understand this, man. The game should be sold, not told, but I'm giving it to you for free. I'm going to get mine on the back end. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash. Like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Liquid Cash got a podcast. Matter of fact, I got a show. It's called Create a Steady Hustle. Cheers.
Yeah. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean. Niggas can't fuck with me, man.
That boy.
It's Liquid Cash, I need it all out the stash.
I'ma get rich or I'ma get deported. Riding cross country, my Ford Taurus.